What's up guys, it's Delusion from Del Does, and today we're going to be taking a look at my Rampage, aka Ramzilla deck. Hopefully you've checked out part 1 and you've seen a little bit about how I like to play this guy, and I think he is a phenomenal beast at controlling towers. And as for the jungle, well, pretty much there is no other hero out there that can combat him in the jungle, I do not believe. Yeah, okay, some of them come close, and yeah, you can say that at certain levels, certain people can become a bit of a beast, but at the end of the day, if he's in the jungle, even 3 people wailing on him and he pops an ult, it's pretty much GG to them or he's getting away. And that's one of the fun things about Rampage. So let's crack on into it, guys. We'll run through, as I normally do, the cards, and then we'll go through them in detail as to what I build in the cards, equipment-wise and upgrade-wise. And then, of course, after that, we'll go and talk about a bit of the build priorities. So with regards to my Prime card, I run the Warlord. Yes, the Warlord. I don't run a card that can boost me with health, such as Centurion, or energy damage. That's absolutely going to be doing nothing for this build. I run the Warlord because the way that I play Rampage, it's all about being a beastie, fast attacker. And once that Prime card goes off, the additional 75.8 physical damage is just absolutely insane for the attack speed that you're going to be wrecking with this guy, as well as with some added lifesteal too. So we run a Harvester's Key, a Health Potion, a Jungle Drink, which is I think one of the coolest friggin' little active cards. I love these things that they're coming out with now. And that's a 7.6 physical damage and energy damage against jungle minions, and plus 6 health regen for 15 seconds, 2 recharges, cooldown is 15 seconds. So again, you know, combine that with King of the Jungle and you've got some good health regen there and a bit of extra damage on the jungle minions. 2 Flashfire Pistons, Beastmaster's Key, Brand of the Iron Eater, and 3 Windcarver Blades. You can swap one of those Windcarver Blades out for another Flashfire if you want to go a different way, guys, but you know, I think this build overall does work, and you can see already that it is quite cheesy. And yeah, if you saw it in part 1, there's a 3v1. Again, because of the jungle, I'm like 3 or 4 levels above the other guys, and that's one of the key elements here to making this build successful. Is the effective use of your ultimates, and also making sure that you're jungling hard to have at least 1 to 2 minimum, 1 to 2 levels above the other guys. Then it doesn't matter, even when you're all hitting level 15, you're still going to be more built out with cards than they are anyway. More than likely, even completed a full 6/6 for your cards, which is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so let's go through and, you know, now take a little bit of a look at the actual upgrades that I put into these equipment cards. Alright, so jumping down to the Flashfire Piston, I love these cards. 2-point cards straight up, fantastic. I run the Flashfires both identical. I run them both with Major Kinetic, and both with 2 Minor Strikes. There is a method to this madness, guys. There is a method to this madness. Beastmaster's Key, not a card you're going to hold on to for the entirety of the game, but I run it with 3 Greater Healths for a very, very healthy boost in health there. You know, should you need it. More often than not you don't, but the option is there. Brand of the Iron Eater, I run with 3 Greater Drains. And, you know, I'd love some more Greater Drains. I think the max I've ever had is 3. I just can't seem to get them to roll. They must be quite rare. Then the Windcarver, there is a few differences between the Windcarvers. For the most part, it's just a difference between which ones are using attack speed, which ones are using 2-point cards and 3-point cards, and which ones are using damage. So, one of the Windcarver Blades, I run with a Major Strike, and a Strike. Another one, I run with Major Strike and 2 Major Kinetics. Then I run another one with a Major Kinetic, Major Strike, and a Strike. Now, of course, onto the fun part, and that is the actual build priority of these cards. And, you know, it changes again, as with most things in my other guides. If you've watched them, you'll notice that sometimes it doesn't always go to plan. But, you know, the initial start for Rampage, I feel, is quite on the ball with regards to, you know, being consistent. And that is, of course, you guessed it, starting with the Beastmaster's Key. Now, this key is a fantastic item for a jungler. It gives you plus 50% damage bonus to jungle minions, and that is just awesome. The reason why I have the 3 greater healths in there is in case you are getting counter jungle and you are behind on your farm, but you're still not really going to do any better in a lane, so you want to stay in the jungle and you need to have a little bit more survivability. In this case, you can roll with the greater healths to help you, either take on someone else in the jungle or escape someone in the jungle. But for the most part, guys, it's basically here purely for the first 6 minutes. After that, you can switch it out and then move to your actual single harvester key. And the reason why I say 6 minutes or thereabouts is because 3 minutes for your first set of harvesters coming out from your core towards enemy core, 6 minutes for the side harvesters, and depending on how you're going, you're either going to get 1 or 2 of those up. If you get 1 up, then sometimes it's worth keeping the Beastmaster's key until the 9-minute mark to go straight away and get the orb harvester. Otherwise, enemy's going to take it at some stage, and that is quite often a heavily contested harvester, not to mention a very rich harvester as well. So, if you do switch it out though, remember you can just go straight back and get yourself the harvester key so you can secure that orb harvester later on. So, Beastmaster's key, straight up, we roll with that. And I'll normally be busting back to base probably when I've got about 6 points and this key. So that will give me a total of 9 points to spend when I get back to base. Or you can go for a 6-point spend if you want as well, and start building, of course, a flash fire piston. Now, I choose to build 1 flash fire piston after selling the Beastmaster's key. So essentially this does become your second card, but let's think of it as a reset. So it becomes your first card towards the core build, and that is the flash fire piston. From there, you want to build your damage Windcarver blade. So that is your 2 major strikes and strike. Look out for that one. That's the one you want as your second card to your core build. From there, you want to build the second flash fire piston. See, what we're trying to do here is we're alternating a little bit of attack speed, but a lot of damage. You know, it's not accurate as to say like a 1-to-3 kind of build ratio, but that's what we're looking at trying to get. Because the faster you attack later on, the better it is for you to be able to shred pieces of other people apart. So, flash fire piston, damage Windcarver blade, second flash fire piston. Now, with regards to your 4th card, you are going to have to look how you are doing out there. If you are getting wrecked and you're unable to execute your ultimates efficiently, or you're not able to get them off on time and you need a little bit more sustainability, then bring out the brand of the Iron Eater as your 4th card. Ideally, I like to try and leave this one until the last card, but just a note there guys, if you are having trouble, bring this one out as your 4th card. If not, your 4th card is to be the double major kinetic Windcarver blade. You really want to start pumping up your attack speed now. Not only is it going to help you absolutely decimate creep waves and minions, and also keeping lanes pushed when needed, but smash your ultimate, you're going to be shredding the tower as well. And you know, you're getting to the point now where you're probably able to, almost solo a tower or duo a tower without even creep waves now, once you've got that in 5th position. And then of course finish off with your other Windcarver blade. And you guys, you can play around here a little bit. By the end of it, right, this will give you around 210 physical attack from cards. It'll give you around 160 speed or kinetic energy or attack speed from cards, and it'll give you 48 lifesteal. Now what we look at here with regards to the attack speed is I think it maxes gives you a max of about 270. So have a look, see how you play it, see how it works for you. And if you've just got too much attack speed and you need a little bit more damage, guys, then come to your Windcarver blades and just switch out one of the connects. Switch out one of the connects for another major strike. No dramas. No dramas at all. Absolutely fine. But there you have it, guys. Start off with your Beastmaster key. You've got the health there. You don't often need to use it. It's in case you're getting counter jungled. Very unlikely that you do get counter jungled. Flash fire piston. Move to your Windcarver damage blade. Move to your flash fire piston. Move to Windcarver kinetic. Then Brand of the Iron Eater if needed. If not, hold off. Sorry, Brand of the Iron Eater can come in 4th if you're getting wrecked, if you need it. Preferably not. Preferably you want to leave it until the end or a bit later on. Keeping in mind though, guys, if you do bring it on early, this does help you take towers. And the tactic for taking towers with this online is to ensure that you're taking the tower with enemy creep waves under the tower so you can reap health off them while you're in your ultimate. Just a little side note there, guys. And then, of course, finishing off with the Wind Carver. Bit of a cheesy build, guys. You know, I think it's a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun with it. You know, check out part 1 if you haven't seen it. You know, it is pretty awesome. Hey, look, it's not a be-all and end-all. It's not a guaranteed win all of the time, but I have to tell you guys, you know, look up my stats if you want to, even though I'm not really, you know, the third-party sites, whatever, who cares. I've had some pretty good success with this build with Rampage. Anyway, that's it, guys. That's it from Dell. Dell does Rampage. What is Dell going to do next? Well, you know, I have been working on Iggy. I must admit, I have been working on Iggy, and I am having fun with Iggy. But I've been enjoying some Grim lately too, guys. I've been enjoying some Grim, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what comes next. Anyway, you take care, YouTube.